Today's Connect the Dot drawing video is a ladybug. Get your dot-to-dot printable template in the description below, grab your art supplies, and let's get drawing. So I've got my marker and I'm going to start at number 1, which is right there, and curve all the way to number 5. Like that. And actually I'm going to go a little bit past number 5, just a bit. Now from 5 we're going all the way to 12. And then we're going to curve up to 14. There. So from 14, a little curve to 15. And then we're going to curve down to 16, like this. A bump to 17. And now a nice curve to 20 and then 23. Curving to a point. And here what I'm going to do is go from 23, 24, curve all the way up and around and connect back to 15. And down like this. I just made the leg of our ladybug right now. So back at 24, we're curving up to 26 and then all the way up to 35. You're going to actually go past right here. 26 and through to 35. Now back at 26. Curving to 27, bump out to 28, now a smooth curve to a point at 31, and then to 33, I'm going to go backwards, just like this, and now to 35 a curve, and there we go, 35 to 38, like this, and then 38 to 40. Okay, now a nice big curve to 43 and a little curve to 44, and here I'm going to get you to skip this portion and we're going to do a gentle curve to 46 and smooth all the way to 48. And here again, you're going to skip and we're going to connect 49 to 50 right now. Now there's our basic outline. We're going to work on some details. So back at 5, I want you to go up and over a little bit, someplace here, and make a dot. And we're going to make the cheek. So curving down like this and around. And we're going to curve the other way now. And down and up to make a chin. And now from here we're going to connect to 40. Just like that. And remember, if your lines don't look great the first time, you could always fix them later. Like I'm going to go fix all my lines later. Now here what we can do is take 38 and connect all the way up to this portion here we just did. And finish off the tummy of our ladybug all the way to 12. And now from 14 we're going to curve inwards to a spot right here that we just made for our ladybug. Yeah, that looks good. Now we've got the face outlined here, so let's go back and finish off the face. So from right here where you just finished making the cheek, you're actually going to curve up and down to about here, and that's going to be the head of our ladybug. So I think I'm going to do it in 2 ways. And now we're going to curve up and go to 47. This. Okay. Now take an imaginary line from number 1 and number 4 right there. We're going to make the eye starting right here. So we're going to make a big oval, curving up and down like this. And then we're going to go back to that point and go down and up like this. Let's draw a highlight right here. And now we're going to do the iris and the pupil. And let's add some fun eyelashes. And of course, we need an eyebrow. Now let's do the same thing over here. So what I want you to do is just below 46 and in line with 47, right about there, you're going to curve up and down a little bit like that. And now, this line that we started here, we're actually going to keep on going and connect back to this line here, kind of similar to be in line with the other eye. So we're going to go up and down a little bit, just like that. And now, from 43 to the end of our eye, we're going to connect back just like this. There you go, one more highlight. And let's do the pupil. And the iris. And right here where I had you skipping, that's where we're going to add eyelashes. And of course, let's finish off and do this eyebrow now too. Next, we're going to do the nose. So because our eyes are here, and our bee is looking a little bit to the right, the nose is not quite centered. So the nose is actually going to be kind of in line with this portion here from the head, that pointy part of the head. And just a little nose. Now let's do the lips. So right here, I'm going to actually come up and down in line with our nose now. That's going to be the low point of the lips. So way back here, I'm going to curve up, down, up, around, and then down, up, connect back there. So we've done the top lip. Now we're going to do the bottom lip. And a little smile. Now these two areas here that you skipped are actually for the antennas. So let's draw a circle somewhere up here and somewhere over here. And we're going to make antennas now. So I'm going to start here, I'm going to loop up and around and through number 1 and up to 50. And now from 50 I'm going to go up and around and then connect back like this. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now let's add an arm to our ladybug. So I'm going to go right in this area right here, kind of close to this point between her cheek and where her wings are. And we're going to do half moon like this. And let's have our ladybug having her hand on her hips. Now 2 little bump outs at the wrist. And now this is going to be fun. So we're going to curve down a little bit and stop. So curving and inward. And up past that spot, curving and inward. Curving inward. Curving in and around. And let's go and make the thumb right here like this. I'm going to add some stripes to the belly right now. Now our ladybug right here, I'm going to have her wearing shoes. So from 17, you're going to curve downwards to a point above 20, and 23 you're going to do the same thing, like she's wearing shoes. And then from 27, curving like this, and then 22. Now, a ladybug isn't a ladybug without spots, so as a final touch, let's add spots to her wings. Now it's time to color, but it's also time for fun facts. But first, I start on the base colors of my picture first before moving to shadows later on in the video. The average ladybug is about 10 millimeters in size, or 3/8 of an inch. And ladybugs like to eat aphids, which is about a third of its size, being at 1/8 of an inch. Now that may not sound very interesting, but what's interesting is that a ladybug will eat about 5,000 aphids in its lifetime. And a ladybug only lives about 2 to 3 years. Now what does that really mean? Okay, I'm 5'6". That's 1676 millimeters in height. A third of that is 560 millimeters. The average hamburger bun is 4 inches in diameter, or 100 millimeters. To get to 560, I need about 5.5 hamburger buns. Multiply that by 5,000, and that is 27,500 hamburger buns over a 3-year period, or 9,166 hamburger buns per year. That's mind-blowing. That's a lot of food. As you can see, I've already started on the shadows of my picture. Once I completed the shadows in my drawing, I'm going to finish the eyes with my black marker, or you can use a Sharpie if you want to. Don't forget your light gray marker for shadows on the hands and the eyes. And my final touch is adding a little bit of highlight to the lips with my white acrylic marker. If you like drawing and coloring with me, check out this video on your screen next, and we'll see you there.